I'm going to do a quick video on Revelations 12. I don't normally do a whole lot of videos on our teachings on Revelation, just for the simple fact that there's so much room for speculation, and I like to keep my channel on removing speculation. And, because Revelation has room for speculation, I try not to go there. However, I'm going to give my version of Revelation 12. Revelation 12 starts out with the signs in the heaven. There's been a lot of videos lately concerning this particular sign where the sun is clothed in the woman, and this particular verse was described real well in the real common movie that's at Christmas time called The Star of Bethlehem by a guy by the name of Larson, I believe. Yeah, Frederick Larson. You can check out that video on YouTube or buy it from Amazon. But he lays it out very well and shows what this sign in the heaven is, and you can see the video, and it's very compelling. However, there was a sign recently that's very similar but not the same, in that the woman is not clothed in the sun, but the sun is over her shoulder as the sign of the heavens. And this particular sign could very well be a second birth of a counterfeit Christ. But anyways, that is not the original. And so I'm going to start with the concept that Revelation 12 starts with the birth of Christ, because this Revelation 12 is about the early church. We see in this chapter that Satan falls from heaven. Well, Jesus declared that he saw Satan fall from heaven. It's found in Luke 10:18. I believe that this event is a singular event of Satan falling from heaven. He doesn't have multiple falls from heaven. We also see that the saints did not love their lives to death, which is what we saw in the early church. Now, what really sets us apart as the story of the early church is that at the end, it lets us know that the devil is wroth at the woman and goes to make war with her seed. Well, a seed of a woman is the generations that follow. If this chapter is a futuristic, tribulation period, it doesn't give opportunity for the seed of the woman. And in the last verse of this chapter talks about how the devil makes war with the seed of this woman. And the woman, being the early church, has a lot of seed. That is the church today. And indeed, the devil is making war with the church today. There's a lot more that could be said concerning this video, this concept of the early church. Where do I get my timeline? Well, in Revelation 10, John is told that he will prophesy again. This is the reason that he ate the book. The majority of this chapter 10 talks about this book, this angel that gives John this book, and it's kind of a lengthy, deal. And it has one purpose, and that's found in the last verse of that chapter, which it tells us that John prophesies again to many nations, tribes. And so when does that happen? Well, that happens in a second prophecy. See, Revelation has two main prophecies, and they both are the parallel prophecies, but these prophecies are from chapter 6 to chapter 11, and then from chapter 12 through chapter 16. You see, 11 ends with a finality. Jesus rules and reigns forevermore. Time is no more, as it says in Revelation 10. It tells us that the quick and the dead are judged according to their works. Well, how can you have, time after, somebody's judged for their works, if they're still doing works? We have a finality here. We have a overlap between the trumpets and the vials or bowl judgments, which are the exact same. We see, the fifth one talks about the river Euphrates in the trumpets. It says the exact same in the fifth of the bowl judgments. Okay, study that out. You'll find that the last trumpet, that Jesus rewards the everybody. Well, Revelations 22:12 tells us that Jesus brings his reward with him when he comes. Paul tells us in 1 Corinthians 15:51 that Jesus comes at the last trumpet. Well, this is the last trumpet mentioned in the Bible. So you look at the bowls, right at the last bowl, right before, in Revelation 16 verse 15, it declares that he is still coming like a thief in the night. If Jesus was to come like a thief in the night right at that time, he couldn't have come earlier, because a earlier coming would announce this coming. And this coming, when he comes as a thief in the night, at the end, when the heavens are destroyed with a great noise, as Peter tells us in 2 Peter 3:10, well, if he comes as a thief in the night at that time, you can't have a previous coming that's going to declare and announce this one. Alright, have a good night. I mean, it's night here, but getting close to 11 o'clock. I hope all is well with you. Watch my other videos. Be sure to hit like. Thank you.